shit, Sherlock. That's a good way to get fucking murked.
I liked it better when you called him gay.
Whoa. Whoa! I feel like I catch too much fucking heat. Audie flips table! Audie flips everything! Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Lise.
And welcome to
Breakfast with Bimbos!
Not Danny taking a hit right before she had to say her name. Listen, I looked over and I was like, oh.
I thought it was longer than that.
I saw the and Danny's lungs can handle it, okay? But I saw the, when mom walks in when you're mid-vape and you just have to hold it. And you're like, yes, hello, mother.
Hello.
It's Elisa's week.
What? I can't believe how quickly you moved on from that. It's Elisa's week.
The amount of times we're just hanging out and I'll just, and it's like the most insane cough and I'm like, so anyway.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, that felt great.
That's fine.
Like, I'm fine now.
Okay, anyways, let's talk about what we can talk about. We're not talking about goblins. We're talking about things very similar. Children.
Crazy segue! Damn!
Okay, we're talking about specifically the missing kids on milk cartons.
Milk
Milk
Danny's
cartons.
losing it. Elise can't form a sentence.
Hey, I formed several.
I formed several!
Goblins, but very similar.
Children.
And then the ones that are on milk cartons. Crazy pipeline right there. Okay.
Okay, anyway.
Okay,
So milk carton kids.
yes. So it all started in the 60s. Of course, how everything does. What are you doing?
I'm trying not to laugh.
Okay, so paper milk cartons were really popular in the 60s.
Paper milk. Oh,
Yes.
I don't know
Like
why.
the ones you see in lunchrooms.
I
Yeah.
know what it is. For some reason, it just did not compute in my brain that was what that was called. I'm just
Sure.
dumb. Sorry.
Oh, so paper milk cartons were really popular in the 60s because they were cheap and easy to produce.
Meanwhile, Canada has bagged milk.
Yeah.
You know they keep it in a pitcher though, which I'm like, why?
Why bag if pitcher?
No, it makes sense because they reuse pitcher.
Then why not have refill milk station?
Milkman, come around.
Why we
Squirt
move on?
in pitcher.
Why we move on from Milkman?
Bring Milkman back.
Because housewife fuck Milkman.
Yeah, they fuck too many wives. They're not allowed
Anyway,
anymore.
continue. I'm not gonna lie. If a man was showing up on my doorstep just to give me milk, I also would be like, I'm good.
My mom has always said
Yeah.
that I was the milkman's kid.
Oh! At least
My
she
parents
admitted
are
it.
divorced, so she's like, you don't belong to him.
Yeah. Okay, so it was common for companies near the local dairies to put advertisements on the milk cartons and everything. Mm-hmm. And that all kind of led to this happening. In the 80s is when the missing kids would start being put on milk cartons, and there's no specific first kid.
Mm-hmm.
There's two main ones that people debate about. Okay, so one of the missing kids, debated to be one of the first ones, was a 12-year-old paper boy named Johnny Gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Johnny.
Same tone. We didn't even look at each other.
So he went missing in Iowa September 5th, 1982, and Johnny's father would follow him around and make sure he was safe doing his rounds as a paper boy.
Aw.
And the day before Johnny went missing, he talked to his father, and he basically sat his father down and had a conversation with him, telling him, oh, I think I'm old enough to go out and do this alone. You don't have to come with me.
Oh.
And his father said no. His father was like, it's not safe. I want to come with you. No. So that morning, Johnny didn't tell his father, and he went on his own anyway.
Oh, he stuck out. Imagine fucking. Wait, you said this is 1980s?
Yeah.
Okay, for half a second, for some reason, I thought 1880s, and I was like, imagine you sneaking out at that time was the equivalent. It's just you going to fucking throw newspapers. I'm going away. I'll be back later. Goes to work.
So he went on his own, and locals in the neighborhood that morning had been calling the paper company because they hadn't received their papers yet. And when Johnny's father woke up, he could not find his son at home, anywhere. And his bike and his wagon full of newspapers were gone. So he went out to find him, only for him to find his son's bike and wagon tipped over in a ditch only 2 blocks from their house.
Oh, damn.
Apparently, a neighbor said that Johnny was talking to someone in a truck while he was on his bike making his rounds, and it seemed like the person in the truck was just asking for directions.
Okay.
Or Johnny was asking for directions. It's not really specified.
Yeah.
I would assume it would be the other guy because Johnny probably had his route.
Yeah.
But he always went with his dad.
Oh, that's true.
Fair.
And that was the last time he would ever be seen, ever.
Damn.
The town would remember it for years, especially when another boy went missing in 1984 in the same town.
Was he also a paperboy?
He was also a paper boy.
No!
On August 12th, 1984, only 2 years after the other boy went missing, another boy by the name of Eugene Martin, who was 13 at the time, went missing while doing his rounds. Yes, he was also a paper boy. We've already talked about that.
So we have a paperboy kidnapper.
Yes! The morning he went missing, a neighbor said they had spotted him talking to an unknown man, and he was never seen again.
Jesus.
What a crazy coincidence.
And it was actually a relative of Eugene who worked at the local dairies and had the idea of putting both boys' faces on milk cartons in hopes to find them.
Oh.
Okay, so it's like the OG Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Yeah! They thought if people knew what the boys looked like, it would be easier to find them, so they ran with it.
Yeah, fair.
Plus, everyone's getting milk, you know?
Yeah.
You need milk for something. Even if you get, like, a different alternative, you're gonna need it.
Yeah! So both boys were put on milk cartons together. So it's not really debated like which one's the first because they both were on there.
Yeah. Did the first guy, did he get put on the milk carton? You said he was together. Was that 2 years later?
Yep.
Wow.
Damn. I wonder if the kidnapper had been doing it for a long time or if he just took a break.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because to me, I could see him kidnapping a 12-year-old and then them getting too old
Yeah.
and him having to kidnap another, and that's why it's such large gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, the concept spread rapidly. And a few months later, a man on a business trip happened to see one of these cartons and thought the idea was incredible.
Okay.
And he worked at Big Dairy. He worked at Big Dairy.
He worked at the Big D?
That's my, drag name.
Oh, absolutely.
Big Dairy.
Big Dairy. You're gonna say Big D?
No, it's Big Dairy.
Big Dairy!
I'm sorry.
Do you-
If you
wait.
say Big D, it reminds me of Mr. D, and that reminds me of lab rats.
Oh, I would just tip Danny in lactose. Like the pills.
Lactaid?
Yeah, Lactaid. I would just give
The
you
little
those.
packets.
They would be like attached to the dollars.
Yes, I'd take it.
And your performances, you need to have a bowl of them and just like throw them out.
Oh my god, you're so
Like a
freaking
t-shirt
smart. I
gun.
could profit off
Just
of this.
Lactaid.
in
When you
between
have
my
t-shirts
tits.
that say I be shitting.
Yes! Oh my
And
god.
all of your outfits are like white.
Yeah, shit stains.
You know how, like, those pinup girls had, like, the cups they would sit in that looked like a martini glass?
You're an ice cream cone.
You do that, but it's just milk in it?
Oh my god, yes. Anyway!
Okay,
Crazy.
so
Next drag show, find me.
he worked at a big dairy company, and he brought the idea with him after talking to the local police in his area to see if they also liked the idea. And of course, the police being the police, they did. And
For once, actually.
Yeah, doing their job.
so they started making them, and while all that was happening, the senator of California saw in a newspaper what they were doing in Chicago, and he decided the whole state of California should be doing this.
Good for him.
Hell yeah.
So it ended up that they formed the National Child Safety Council, which created a nationwide program which held a database of missing children to be printed on milk cartons from across the country.
Good.
Yeah.
It was also known as the Missing Children Milk Carton Program, and it was formed in December 1984.
Wow, I just really thought it was older than that.
Yeah. I was thinking like
60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 60s is when they started putting advertisements on the milk cartons, but it wouldn't be until the 80s they would
Until
put
the
the missing
kids.
kids on it.
When did Amber Alerts come about? Was it the 90s?
Yes.
I believe so.
So, the first child to be mentioned on a milk carton at like the national level was a boy named Eden Patz. He was a 6-year-old when he went missing,
Damn.
and he went missing in 1979 before both Johnny and Eugene went missing.
Oh, shit.
He went missing from his Manhattan neighborhood while walking to his bus. Like, he was literally walking to his bus stop.
That's so sad.
And even sadder, it was the first day he was allowed to walk by himself to the bus
It
stop.
always is.
Whoever this fucking kidnapper is, I'm going to say man.
This is in a different place, though. This isn't in Ohio. This is in Manhattan.
Well, still, okay, when it comes across to any of these kidnappers, it sounds like they've been watching their routines for a while.
Yeah.
And they almost, like, are waiting for the day that they go alone.
Yeah. So, it was less than a minute away from their house, walking.
No.
The path was just, you walk up his small driveway, you take a quick turn, and you walk straight to the stop.
Damn.
So, in that little time, he was nabbed and he was never seen again.
Yeah, somebody knew.
Well, they also say you're more prone to accidents and stuff, or just like anything in general, when you're like around a 5-block radius of where you're supposed to be at.
Yeah. Well, and also just when you have a routine like that you never change up,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to track.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I start going to work and stuff, I'll take different routes
Yeah, that's fair.
occasionally.
Yeah, same. I'll do different routes. I don't grocery store at the same place every time. Like, I
Yeah.
intentionally go to different spots.
Another sad thing is that when Eden didn't turn up at school, his teacher just assumed he happened to be sick and didn't call it in. So the principal and his parents didn't know.
Nobody cared to check.
And it wasn't until that evening when he didn't come home from school that his parents called the school.
Oh.
Only to find out he was never there. And they called the police.
I'd be so pissed off at that school.
I wonder if that's why they started like taking attendance and like calling parents.
Wait, can I do that goog real quick? Side goog.
Where
1918.
Oh.
Anywhere
In
between.
1918,
Actually,
we took a little trip to the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little bean and we fought the bloody battle. Battle of New Orleans?
Yeah.
You egg! You didn't go to public school.
You have to go to public school to understand.
is this how y'all feel whenever I bring up some weird homeschool
Yes.
stuff?
Yes.
But it was actually anywhere between 1852 to 1980. So we're not sure exactly
But
when
did they
it
always
started.
call the parents? Was what I was more.
Late 19th century. So it could have been around this time that schools began to notify parents about students' absences. Whoa, what the fuck?
Danny,
Absences.
Thank
I
you.
just looked it up. We're both wrong. In the thing, it's 1814. Oh, okay. So, back to Eden. They had a police search of over 100 officers and a K-9 unit, and nearly the entire neighborhood searched for him, but he still was never found.
Damn.
The case was such a big case that the president at the time, Ronald Reagan, made May 25th, the day he went missing, National Missing Children's Day.
Damn.
By March 1985, the program was widely spread across multiple dairies in multiple cities. The data found that sightings of missing children increased by 30%.
Oh, wow. So why did we get rid of this?
Wait,
Oh, no.
we'll get there.
Okay.
So I just was looking this up about National Missing Children's Day, and then it popped up who was the first missing child, and it was this kid.
Eden.
But in 2012, Pedro Hernandez confessed to luring Eden into a basement and killing him.
Oh
And he
my
was
God.
convicted in 2017 after a second trial.
What the fuck?
I just
didn't
happened to
see
like look
any
that.
of this.
Oh, damn. Okay, so Danny solved the crime.
Danny, work! Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Why did he confess?
I don't know. It just said that sentence.
Was there like a reason? Was it just guilt? Like, I want to know if something happened.
It was probably guilt because
mean-
he was so widely known.
But think about it. You have that much guilt, but then almost 30 years later, it's just weird.
Yeah. It also didn't help that he saw his face everywhere.
That's fair.
His body was never found,
Yeah.
but they're predicting that it was strangulation.
Damn.
As of April 2026, the disappearance of Eden is heading towards a third trial. A New York judge recently declined to dismiss charges against Pedro Hernandez, who was convicted in 2017, but that conviction overturned following a 2025 federal appeals court ruling. Hernandez, 65, remains imprisoned while awaiting a trial.
Damn.
He confessed to luring the 6-year-old into his store, strangling him, and disposing of the body. The defense's argument was that Hernandez's legal team argued he suffered from low IQ and mental
Oh,
illness.
fuck you.
Schizotypal multiple personality disorder, and his confession was coerced and fabricated, towards other suspects such as convicted sex offender Jose Ramos.
What
Anyways.
the fuck?
That's insane.
What the fuck?
I just happened to look down there.
I don't know how I missed that.
I don't know.
Put it on my notes. I don't know. So, the missing children's faces weren't just shown on milk cartons by this time. They were also being shown on, everything. From envelopes to grocery bags, on billboards,
Damn.
the sides of trucks, on pizza boxes, and even, if you got mail for, bills, they would be on it.
Oh,
Damn.
shit.
They wanted everyone to know what these kids looked like.
Good.
Good. I mean, you're already, printing out new stuff to be used. Might as well make it useful.
Yeah.
However, despite all these efforts, it didn't really do it well. And the program was actually lying about how many children were found.
Oh.
Oh.
Some kids just happened to be runaways who went to spend a few nights with friends, and when they came back home, they were found, and the program would say they were found thanks to the program. And because of all the propaganda at the time, saying all these no good people were coming through neighborhoods, just picking kids up off the streets, it just invoked fear.
I bet.
Yeah.
And many people were scared to even let their children outside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let alone leave them alone.
Well, especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
That is prime serial killer time.
And this was also when those PSAs about stranger danger started to be pushed to the masses.
Yeah, I bet.
Dude, have you ever sat and watched any of those old PSA videos? Because I do.
I used to as a kid.
They're fucking crazy. Well,
They're insane.
yeah, I just like to see the craziness
Yeah.
of them because they're insane.
And actually, it ended up being so bad that even around Halloween time, they wouldn't let their kids go outside to celebrate Halloween.
Aww.
And schools would actively cancel sport activities and outside events because of all of this.
I bet it was hard growing up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like it was simultaneously hard and also what they think is the best days ever because they basically had no rules.
yeah.
They could do whatever they wanted. It's not that it was safer back then, it's that we didn't know how dangerous it was. We weren't so hyper aware as we are now.
Yeah.
Because now we have TV screens constantly telling us what's going on in the world and how awful it is.
It's scary.
Yeah, not like a newspaper that you read and can forget in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And for an example of how out of control the program was, out of 800 missing children's cases, less than 100 of those were actually missing children.
Holy shit.
Damn.
With all the paranoia going on, it made it worse. Anytime a family would go to get milk, they would have to see the faces of all these missing kids.
I could see that being upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time they opened the fridge, every time they went to pour themselves cereal, they just saw these missing kids. And it got to the point where many people were just so desensitized to it that they stopped thinking about it at all. And it effectively desensitized adults and terrified the kids who had to sit there eating breakfast every day, staring at a photo of a kid their age who was missing.
Yeah. That's fucking terrifying.
Several pediatricians came forward opposing the program because they had seen several kids who had developed paranoia because of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I think it's one of those, you give and you take kind of things, you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna have side effects regardless.
Yeah, but it's also good to know about.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know about y'all. I was fucking terrified about being, stolen as a kid.
Yeah.
It was a big fear of mine. And I believe one of the reasons that it was is because my mom told me this story about one of my older sisters literally standing right next to her in the grocery store. And this woman came up and, took her arm. She's no more than 5 or 6. And was like, "Come with me, honey. I'm your mommy now."
Oh, shit.
And my sister knew better, and she instantly was like, "No!" Freaked out, and my mom turned around and was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And, everything was okay.
That's crazy.
But at a very young age, my mom told me about that. So I was always terrified. If we went anywhere that had bigger crowds, I was constantly holding someone's hand. I was so afraid of being left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I understand the anxiety of it, but I'm also glad that I was so aware of it as a child.
Yeah.
That's fair. By the time the masses would see these kids on the milk cartons, they would have already been missing for over 72 hours.
Holy shit.
And there is one instance of it being being successful, which was the case for 3-year-old Bonnie Loman, she was kidnapped by her mother from her father.
Oh, damn.
And her mother and stepfather would live with her for the next few months in Hawaii, hoping the police would eventually give up and forget about it.
Jesus.
You're joking. What the fuck?
And when Bonnie was around 7, they moved to Colorado.
Damn.
But because Bonnie was still a kidnapped child, she wasn't enrolled in school or even allowed outside much.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
And how long was she missing?
She's 7, but she went missing when she was 3.
Damn,
Oh,
so
shit.
4 years. And so basically all of her developmental years
Yeah.
are with somebody else.
Yeah. So she started to make friends with other local kids, and her stepfather would take her out to town on rare occasions. And during one of these occasions, they were walking through a grocery store, and Bonnie looked in the dairy aisle only to see her own face staring back at her.
Oh my god.
And to recognize herself, not only she's so young, but the photo that they had of her was young.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've seen like videos and stuff of people like, you know, they've still put missing people posters in like Walmarts.
Yeah.
And I've seen where people have either gotten in like an accident or something and they like don't remember anything, and then they'll walk in and they'll see their face on those.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, what the fuck?
That's
Dang.
insane.
Like, I would be terrified if I looked and saw my face on a missing person poster.
yeah. It sounds so sad, but I feel like those situations are because of people who just don't have anybody.
Yeah.
So there's nobody to ground them and be like, hey, what the hell, dude? Like, if you went missing, we'd be like, bitch, where's our bimbo? Like,
Another sad thing about it is because Bonnie had never been in school, she was never taught how to read.
Aww.
So she looked at that photo of herself and she could not read that the word right above her face was missing.
oh.
And Bonnie, being a kid, she was amazed that her photo was on a milk carton. And her stepfather actually bought it for her.
What?
What the fuck?
Did he, like, realize?
No, he definitely knew.
What the fuck? How is he not terrified that the checkout person isn't gonna be like, hey?
Because it's been 4 years.
But still.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And after they finished the milk carton, Bonnie used a pair of scissors that she found and cut her own picture out of it so she could keep it.
Why do I vaguely remember this?
Oh my god.
Was this a movie?
I don't know.
I feel like they turned this into a movie, her specifically.
I don't know.
So she would keep the photo with her, and she would actually like take it with her everywhere and play with it. And one day she accidentally left the photo in a box of toys she took to a friend's house. And after leaving the box there, her friend's parents opened it up and found the photo.
That'd be so terrifying. Okay, here's my question though. Was it just the photo or did it still have like the word missing on it?
I couldn't find
But
anything about
I'm sure
that.
it was all black and white and stuff too,
Yeah,
right?
like,
So
they
I'm sure
probably
they
knew.
knew.
It also has the milk carton texture, so
That's
it's
true.
fairly obvious.
Do you think it
So-
smelled like milk? Sorry.
See, I think it smelled like milk.
What's that one
Sorry.
fucking... It's either a movie or a TV show, and there's this guy named Milk.
Excuse me?
Huh?
He's a nerd, and he's got braces, and his name's Milk.
I have no clue what
Is
you're
it Ned's
talking about.
Declassified? No. I can see his face. He goes like, shut up, Milk. He's really pale, and he's a ginger.
There's a
Bowl
dorky
cut.
kid in Big Mouth named Milk.
Yeah!
Big Mouth?
Big mouth. Yeah.
Wait, I have to look at it. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure he's a ginger. I don't remember.
We'll find out.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll find out. Wait,
I
should
do
we?
know what you're talking
Yeah!
God.
Right, Milk. I forgot that was his name.
So, after Bonnie's photo was found, they immediately called the police, and Bonnie's mother and stepfather were arrested, and she was returned back to her father.
And
Good.
that was terrifying
Good.
for her, though.
Yeah,
Jeez.
because
she
she
doesn't know him.
She has not seen him since she was 3. She's now 7, and her mother and stepfather have probably been like, no, he abandoned you. He didn't want this family.
Yeah.
But another issue that quickly arose with the campaign is that an overwhelming majority of the children on the cartons were white. And whenever a minority child was shown, it was on the side of the carton, and it was almost always a local program instead of a national program.
What the fuck? Dumb bitches.
At the start of the program, it was more serious cases of actual missing children, but in the later years, after the government started giving tax breaks to dairy companies who would put kids on the cartons.
What the fuck?
What?
So there was money in this too.
Ew!
Yep. It was seen as a public service. And so the companies just started to put anyone and everyone on them.
What the fuck?
All because they got tax breaks. Okay, back to Johnny, one of the first boys we talked about.
Right.
While most of the other children I've talked about were never found, Johnny Gosh was not one of them.
Oh.
He was found?
In 1997, 2 men showed up at Johnny's mother's house, and one of them claimed to be Johnny.
Okay.
At first, she didn't believe them, but after checking to see if Johnny's birthmark was on the man, and it was, she couldn't deny it.
Aww.
They sat down and they talked for hours, and Johnny explained that he was kidnapped by a human trafficking ring.
Ugh.
And that he had finally managed to escape after all this time. So he was still in the trafficking ring up until recently.
Damn.
And he said this would probably be the last time they saw each other, as he was still hiding from them and was on the run.
Oh my god.
But he wanted to see her while he still had the chance to.
Jesus.
But a lot of people believe that Johnny's mother made this up after having a mental breakdown so that she could finally have solace.
I believe shit like that, dude. Like, I believe shit that people are stuck in these rings for years and years.
Yeah. In 2006, she came forward with a photograph that she says was left on her doorstep, and the photograph depicted 3 grown men tied up and gagged, and one of the men was supposedly Johnny.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
However, a police officer in Florida said he knew this photo was from the 1970s when it came across his desk. He looked into the case and was able to find all the men in the photo, none of which happened to be Johnny. And
Okay, but what was the story with
Yeah,
the
what
photo?
basically the story is that someone played a really sick prank on his mom.
What the fuck?
And in 1996, with the invention of the Amber Alert program, which we already covered in a separate episode, of course, the children on milk cartons started to trickle out, and the last child being shown on a milk carton being 16-year-old Molly Ann Bish in the year 2000. Sadly, Molly wasn't found through the milk cartons, but her body would be found 3 years later.
Damn.
It started great. It ended horribly.
Yeah.
Well, shit gets mixed up in the middle, you know? Like,
It started off being great, but because of the time delay, like when these missing kids would be pushed out, they would have already been missing for several days.
yeah. And everyone knows the first 24 hours are, like, the most crucial in finding a missing person.
Absolutely.
That and like most of the kids being shown on the cartons weren't actually missing.
Yeah.
And
A lot of corrupt people trying to just get money.
trying to get money and all that, and also a lot of like the children just being traumatized by this and adults being desensitized to this.
Yeah.
It all kind of became this big ball of nothingness
I think
in the end.
this could have turned out great.
Yeah.
It could
I
have.
think we could still be doing this.
Absolutely. Because as helpful as Amber Alerts are, I do think a photo is better.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think even if you just added photos to Amber Alerts,
Yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Because I do appreciate people giving, like, pretty in-depth description, but I'm still, like,
That's a vague description.
that's very vague.
Yeah.
And I don't want to run up on someone and be like, oh,
You
you're the
missing?
one, you're the one that's missing, and they're like, no.
Yeah. No, understandable. Also, I found Molly's story if you wanted to hear it.
Yes. Tell us
I
Molly's story.
was curious. So she was only 16 years old and was working as a lifeguard at Commons Pond in Warren, Massachusetts. As you already said, it seems like she was one of the last of the milk carton kids.
Yeah,
But
she was the very last one to be shown.
Yeah, she was dropped off at her lifeguarding job at 10 a.m. and only 20 minutes later, a woman and her child saw a man in a white bathing suit at the pond, but Molly was not seen. So I guess he was like the only one there. And that's really all that they know about it. Her parents, even though Amber Alerts were becoming a thing already.
Yeah.
Her parents still chose to do the milk carton instead of an Amber Alert, along with several other methods, until unfortunately, like Elise said, she was found in 2003. She was last seen in a wooded area in Palmer, Massachusetts. So she was seen after her initial kidnapping, but unfortunately, even though they investigated everything, no one has ever been convicted of her murder.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the story of the missing kids.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I looked up Milk Carton Kids and it pulls up the Milk Carton Kids folk duo.
Oh.
What's their story?
Crazy name.
Is their story that they were on a milk carton once?
I don't think so.
No. Well, damn.
Maybe they just really like milk.
They're on tour right now.
They're still a band?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But that's the story of the milk carton kids.
Like, it could have been great if
Yeah.
it was treated fairly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not treated fairly because, you know, we suck.
Yeah.
There were people that were found through it, but it wasn't a lot.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess to me, I would rather find a few people than find none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the hurt in it? And someone out there is going to say, well, it costs a lot of money too. Okay. Do you know how many awful, stupid things we are funding in our taxes?
Yeah.
Millions of fucking dollars into somebody's gold fucking toilet. I do not care. I would
Literally.
rather those funds go towards something like this.
I agree.
What I hated was at the beginning they started doing actual like missing kids, like known missing kids, and then it trickled out and they just started putting anyone and everyone on there, missing or not. A lot of the kids just happened to be runaways.
Yeah.
There was one where this kid literally went out to his friend's house for a night, not even several days. For a single night, and then he came back home, and then the next, like, 2 days, he saw himself on a milk carton.
Yeah, it sounds like this was a classic where it could have been an amazing thing, but because we have billionaire assholes, they decide, well, my kid ran away for literally 2 hours, you have to print him because I'm going to give you all this money too. But then it's just
Yeah.
your bratty little kids that just don't like you. It's not...
Yeah.
An actual missing person.
Yeah,
it's
it's
someone
not-
who's not wanting to be found.
Yeah, it's not a 12-year-old that gets taken while he's slinging newspapers.
Yeah.
Like, that's very two different situations.
Yeah, but all this started because of the second boy, Eugene. His uncle worked for a milk company and thought this was a great idea.
Wow. Well, thanks, Eugene. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Eugene, I'm sorry that you're still missing. We still don't know what happened to Eugene, but
And whoever kidnapped him, I hope you burn.
Fuck you.
the
I hope it
person
burns when you pee. Sorry.
the person who kidnapped Eugene probably kidnapped Johnny too, because it was the same area 2 years apart.
Yeah.
They
I think
literally
it was,
had the same job.
I think it was sex trafficking.
Absolutely.
Like 1000%. It had to have
Absolutely.
been. And then maybe the first boy tried to escape. Then he's like, oh shit, I need to find someone else.
Yeah. Fuck that shit, man. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us, even though this might have not been one of our Hearty Heart episodes.
Listen, it was a lighter episode than the last ones I've done.
It was. You have a rule for next week. No kids.
Listen, I can only do so much.
No kids. Anyway.
Actually, my episode that I'm planning is gonna be great.
Oh, okay. I want you all to know
It doesn't.
like...
It involves death.
It's the
but
way
of course it
that
does.
you're laying like a mob boss in a hot tub right now. She's like stacked up in the corner of my couch, both arms on the rest above her, like loud, and she's wearing a Snuggie, which gives it like that robe vibe, with the headband giving her the slick back. Like,
Yeah.
Can we hold on? Can we post this on the Instagram? Listen.
Did my
this-
eyebrow raise do
This
it?
is a 45-year-old man on Tinder, and you can't tell me it's not.
Why do I actually look like I'm in a hot tub though?
Danny's face next to her,
She said, "Oh my."
Oh me, oh my.
Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us. She said, but yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you have any thoughts about this episode or you want to add anything, I don't know, was your great grandmother one of the milk carton kids? Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
said
you
great.
were a milk carton kid, let us know.
I know. As I was thinking about it, I was like, I said great grandmother. This was 40 years ago. I was rude.
Listen,
My bad.
a 40-year-old can be no.
Huh?
No, I was about to say a 40-year-old can be a great grandmother. No.
If you like milk, respond.
Yes! If you are the milkman, let's go!
If you would like Milkman to come back again, let us know.
Are you a product of Milkman?
Like Danny is.
We'll get y'all buttons. Don't worry. You're the next sticker. Got you.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Anyway.
leave us comments. Tell us what cases you want us to cover. Okay, speaking of this, we had a doc full of cases that you guys had recommended to us that we were going to do. We lost the doc.
It's gone.
It's gone.
We've
It
all
literally...
It's gone. It vanished.
It was a shared Google document that vanished into thin air.
It entered a portal, guys.
It fucking did. I have no idea what happened to it.
So that's fun.
But yeah, let us know what you want us to cover.
Even if you've already told us, so we can add it back to the list.
Yeah. I'll try to make my next episode less harsh, I guess.
And if you were on the list and you actually come back and tell us, hey, I had this on the list, we'll try and cover you because you probably added that to the list like a year ago.
Wait.
Anyway, I'm Audie. I'm Diddy.
I'm Lise.
And this has been
How often? Okay, so
That
Work.
was apple-headed
ate that
chihuahua.
up. It probably did. Okay.
Gobble gobble.